Well. Good morning, West Ham fans. Happy Friday. We've done another week. Could we be in the Champions League next year?
They'll lynch you, but he did, and he laughs at
Oh, good morning, everyone. Hope you're all safe and well. If you're new, you like it, come and give a share, give a bloody good subscribe. Obviously, football is back. Thank the Lord. The international break finished. Although there's another one in November, though, just to mark your card. But obviously, we play away at Aston Villa at the weekend. We'll have all the stuff at the David Moyes press conference, Unai Emery press conference. That'll be this afternoon with Hammer's headlines. Maybe even a lunchtime live show. Who knows today? Maybe even a late show with Tommy, Irish Tommy, tonight later on. So just keep an eye on the channel and subscribe and hit the bell notification. Anytime we come on, we'll let you know. We'll have the starting 11 shows, the watch alongs and things like that. All that good stuff. But as I said, the title of the thing, West Ham Champions League. Now, Anton mentioned this the other day. I just thought a bit more flesh on the bones in terms of this potential. But we know as of this year, end of this season, the format of the Champions League, and also I believe the Europa League and the Conference League will be changing formats slightly, adding more teams and moving things around a little bit. Mainly the Champions League is where you're going to see the most difference, I think. And in essence, as part and parcel of the 24-25 season going forward, there's going to be 2 additional places for basically out of all the European federations, the top 2 in terms of coefficient scores will be awarded an additional place in the group stages, which at present would mean England, the Premier League is, I think it's been top of the last, out of all the major federations in the European football, has been top bar 2 years, I think, in the last 6 or 7 years or something like that. So in essence, we would be getting an additional Champions League spot in terms of the Premier League. Now, it's based on the country coefficient score, not the individual club, which means it will go in the domestic table. So basically, 5th gets into the Champions League. Not 100%, because you never know how the teams are going to perform this year, and it might affect the coefficient scores potentially, but 95% without a complete fuck up from everyone else, basically, in Europe. 5th place would get you Champions League, which means the likes of us, Brighton, Aston Villa, Newcastle, I think people in that little hub of teams could have the opportunity to be playing in the Champions League in the 24-25 season. Obviously, we've had 3 years in Europe, and which means, and the reason why I put it up to date is someone like Villa will be competing for that 5th spot with us. So this weekend is a real, 6-pointer, really, at such an early stage, but it really, really is. And it's the start of a manic 3 weeks for West Ham, where we've got, I think it's 7 games. 7 games in 21 days. Obviously, you'll see the ticker. We've seen the 3s up and coming. Got Villa at the weekend. Then we've got Olympiacos back in the Europa League. We'll be talking to Olympiacos fans next week to give you a bit of inside information about the side. And then we've got Everton at the weekend at home. Then we've got Arsenal at home in the Carabao Cup. Then we've got Brentford away at that weekend. Then we've got Olympiacos at home that following week, Thursday. And then we've got Forest on the 12th at home. So, and then we actually have another international break. So, yeah, all the fun and the fair. But it's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting, I think, how it could, we've got, we look at the games now, relatively favourable, I think. Obviously, Villa's going to be a tough game. Everton at home, I'd say it's a favourable game for us. Brentford away, they're not firing all cylinders at the moment, and Forest at home. So arguably, 4 sort of relatively, in terms of the Premier League, relatively favourable games for us, particularly after the recent run we've got. So, a few wins and we get ourselves up and about, 5th, 6th. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, as I said, keep an eye on the channel. Got loads of stuff coming up. November, we've got some really good interviews lined up as well, with some celebrity hammers as well as ex-players as well, hopefully, and all that good stuff. But you don't want to miss anything, so make sure you hit the bell notification and select all, and check down there to see if you subscribe. If the button which is subscribe is red, you're not subscribed. Click it, and it goes grey, and then you're subscribed. You're welcome. Hopefully, we'll be back later on for a lunchtime live. Keep an eye on the channel and a late show of Irish Tommy, but we'll definitely have the David Moyes press conference and Unai Emery press conference as well. West Ham at the moment, keep under your hat until the press conference. We'll find out. Clean bill of health. Everyone apparently is okay, although we wait and see what Moisey says. But the likes of the three doubts, so to speak, were you had Lucas Fabianski, we had Aaron Cresswell, Ben Johnson, all have been pictured training at Rush Green over the international break. So we'll see. Villa up to 4 apparently, but we'll see with what Unai Emery says as well. But apart from that, take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble. See you soon. Much love. Irons.